Morning, folks. How are we doing? So, yeah, back with another one of these ones. It's called Weight Loss Surgery and Fat Phobia, weigh in week 3. It kind of took me off guard, I guess, because I honestly can't remember the other ones. I was watching Zachary Michael, and he did mention that she had had some form of weight loss that she had mentioned. I don't know. I've always said I'm dumb. I must have just missed it. So yeah, whatever. I guess it's week 3. We'll see how this goes for. So let's just go into it, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to week
Hello.
3 weigh-in. So I'm gonna be honest, this is one of them situations where I was thinking about ending the weigh-ins, the weekly weigh-ins, because I noticed.
I literally just started this by saying, I actually don't remember her doing any weigh-ins. I can't remember that really, and then it just starts with like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I was like, oh god damn it, I didn't even hear one.
That judgment is keeping me from being as open as I used to be.
What?
I know that there's always gonna be judgment, but I just feel
hasn't this been her excuse constantly for her weight loss journey going sideways? It's always like, oh, if I talk about it online, people are mean about it, and then every couple of weeks she goes back to doing some form of weigh-in series because, you know, she knows full well it gets her a lot of attention because people are interested in her weight, and then it's just like, yeah, no, judgment, guys. It took me entirely by surprise, this.
like the level of judgment that I receive is off the charts.
It's not really.
I've never seen anything like it on any.
Then you haven't paid attention to anything, anywhere. You're a small fish. You're a very small fish. Like, you follow. She's a big fan of God, what's it called? H3 podcast. Ethan Klein. Like the level of judgment he gets, but potentially rightly deserved. I don't really follow him anymore because I just think he's obnoxious. But like, she's like, oh, the judgment I get is off the charts because of my constant on and off dieting and everything I got and lying about my weight and then saying something that doesn't really make sense and people question me about it and oh my god, they're evil for questioning me. The Ethan Klein has like entire subreddits dedicated to just picking apart everything he does. Like, and he gets like millions of views, doesn't he? It's not even comparable. Like, she's doing the woe is me victim card thing, and it is it's a wee bit silly. You're very small fish in the very big internet pond, okay?
Any other YouTube video, any other YouTuber, like every YouTuber gets judgment, gets hate, etc. But like, it's just insane how bad mine is over things that are very common. As a human being,
lying,
I make very common mistakes, and it's not that I want to get away with certain mistakes, or like if I gain weight in a week.
She's really trying hard. She's really trying hard to like word this in a way where it's like in no way her fault that she has cultivated an audience that are like hypercritical of her. Like if you ever get an audience that is hypercritical of you, you have done something wrong. They don't just spring up. People don't just go around like, hey, there's a random YouTuber here with 2 views and they released their first video. I'm going to bully them for the rest of my life. You know, that's not how it works, okay? Like, there kind of has to be a build-up. And you are, you know, the creator of the channel, creator of the content. It's on you if you create I don't want to say fan base, because obviously she doesn't really have much of a fan base. If you look at her like to dislike ratio, it's always like 90% downvoted. Like a following, I should say. Like, it's kind of her fault, but she's trying to word this in such a way that it's not really her fault at all, because you know everyone does it. You know, everyone does it. Everyone goes online, has like a multiple year long content journey where they keep changing their mind, lying about things, exaggerating things, keep wanting praise for like tiny accomplishments, but wanting like no one to mention like big failures or anything like that. You know, I don't want to get away with it. It's like, well, you kind of do. If you only want praise and don't want any form of negative judgment. Like, this all is just leading me to believe that she's either gained weight or like stayed the same, and she didn't want to say what her result was because she knows she'll get picked on, so she just is like, oh well, actually I'm just going to stop it forever, guys.
This is kind of what that's about, so you guys will see that towards the end of this video.
Oh,
normal
the clickbait
things that other people get to experience, I don't get that same experience. I am just constantly being judged and ridiculed and belittled.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're too special, Amberlynn. You're just too damn special. God, these pure normal, common people don't experience what I do. That's what an ego. Like what are you talking about? Like having a weight loss thing? Like I guarantee the average Joe, like fat guy, you know, especially if they're near your weight, experience this. You know, it might not be on YouTube because they haven't decided to monetize their life, especially their weight struggles. If they did, I'm sure they would get that kind of negative attention as well. But I'm sure they get it from their family, their friends, their loved ones. I'm sure they get criticism. So this is, I've never been. If anyone's followed my work for any amount of time, they know I'm not much for victim complex, and this is just pure unadulterated victim complex. Hey there, guys. After the fact Irishman here, I guess, I just want to quickly jump in, because I probably should have been clearer with my words in this particular part, because immediately I jumped to, oh, well, a fat guy probably gets just as much criticism as you know, by everyone. And I didn't want to specifically only make this a fat thing. Video games, you know, like the average Joe on the street probably gets criticized if they play video games too much, liking anime too much, having a dakimakura of your favorite waifu, all that kind of malarkey. People do get criticized for all sorts of things. It's like anything that in particular is their thing that they might do too much or too little, they will get criticism of. Amberlynn is just acting like she can't have a normal weight loss journey because she's super famous or whatever. But people who have any form of struggle will always get feedback about it, okay? So if someone's addicted to gambling, if someone's addicted to drugs, if someone plays way too much video games, if people are too addicted to sex, people will get that form of criticism. So I just think it's silly that she's trying to act like she can't have a normal life because of the way she chose to live her life, as if, you know, she's something special. That's what I'm trying to get across here. I didn't word it correctly, so I just wanted to, you know, add this extra wee bit in. Okay, back to the video.
And it sucks, and it was preventing me from making this video, and that's why you guys are getting it a couple days late. So I'm sorry for that. I know deep down that I want to make these videos for the people who...
A couple days late? Doesn't she weigh in every Sunday? Like, it's only, like, Wednesday, you know? And it's not been too long since her last video. Especially because nowadays she covers, like, 3 days per vlog, so it just seems like she's really going hard at, like, exaggerating this. It's like, guys, because of the struggles I've had to undertake, because of you people, by the way, you people, not my fault, you people, that's why this video is a few days late, because of you people. And it's like, but is it even late? Is it? Like, I don't think it is. This just seems like your normal kind of upload pattern. If you upload every couple of days, whenever you feel like it, and you cover a few days worth, it's just... she's going so hard into the victim complex thing.
Genuinely enjoy watching my journey and not just like watching it to belittle me or to make me feel like crap about myself. So I'm going to answer 5 weight related, body related, food related topics that I've been...
Why would you... What? Oh my god, I'm sorry for anyone with headphones on, because I know I just, like, peaked entirely there. But the first minute and a half straight of this is, like, boo-hoo, everyone's mean to me, I can't even live a normal life because of you people, you're all awful, you just want me to feel, that's why I'm not going to talk about my weight loss anymore, because you're all terrible. Now I'm going to answer 5 weight-related questions, which you know you're going to get blowback on if you give a silly answer. This is trolling, you know? This is 100% trolling. Like, this is very deliberate. She wants people to have my kind of reaction, and she wants people to, like, angry type of comment out here, being, oh, you're blaming us for you not losing weight, and oh, you just said that carrots aren't actually good for you. Something like that. I don't know. God damn it. If she talks about carrots, I'll be so happy in these 5 questions.
So the first question is, how much have you saved for weight loss surgery? So I think I'm going to keep that. I was moving, I reached for the mouse, and I was reaching over to pause it, because I was like, I bet she doesn't even answer this. Which is going to be like the, why pick this as a question? Why pick it? It's like, I'm going to answer 5 questions. Question 1, I'm not going to answer that one. Okay, that's one of the questions done. It's just like, why even pick it then? Like, I knew you were going to say you're going to keep this private. She hadn't even finished the words yet.
And I am sure, like, do you know, oh my god, I will look like such a dick if it turns out that's actually not what she says. And it's like, actually, guys, I saved up this much. I'm gonna look like such a dick, but I'll fall on that sword if the sword presents itself to me. But right now, I don't think it's going to. But God, why? Just why? You know, why?
Private, and the only reason why I'm bringing that up right now is because I do have weight loss surgery update.
So there has been no update. That's the long and short of it. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even include the last bit and say her update is that there is literally zero update on her weight loss, on her weight loss surgery. There is zero update, guys. Nothing has changed. There you go, guys. That is the entire update.
Within the last 2 days. So now I'm just waiting for a call back or an email back. Next question is, would you go back on Ozempic now that you don't care about rapid weight loss? Honestly, no, because there is a massive Ozempic shortage, and people with diabetes who has been taking Ozempic for a while aren't able to get the medicine because...
Oh my god. Oh, Saint Lynn here. Saint Lynn. Guys, I'm not going to take this medication that should help me lose lots of weight because the sick and needy? Yeah, sick and needy. Fuck's sake, that's so lame.
It's now like
God.
A new fad thing. I've heard through the
That's why you did it.
Rumor mill, whatever. I've heard that celebrities who are already thin is taking Ozempic.
Is taking?
Why? Why?
What a deflection. Why? Okay, look, this is also another, you know, it's like, why are you choosing to answer this question when your answer is very clearly a lie, that you aren't going to take it because you want to make sure that other people who might need it more get it instead of you, which is insane. And then immediately go, oh yeah, and I've also heard that thin people are taking it, and I don't get why thin people should take it, especially still. It's like, it just feels like you're now just trying to divert the conversation to be away from whatever stupid point you just made.
It's really weird. So I would not take Ozempic just because of the shortage. If the shortage was stopped and everyone was getting the medicine they needed, then we can re-talk.
I'm just going to I'm not going to show the third one. The third one's pretty much, are you going to do a reward for yourself for like weight loss goals, like targets? If you lose 50 pounds, you get this. And she's like, no, because I tried doing it before and I just bought the rewards immediately anyway because I just wanted them. So I just bought them immediately, so it didn't work. It's like, what's self-control? That really kind of... It really kind of goes hand in hand with the failed weight loss journey, though, doesn't it? When you have such little self-control, you buy your rewards before you hit the goal just because you want the rewards.
Last question is, do you think it's fat phobic that people think Feline is either using you or a feeder? I do, because if I was a normal weight, people wouldn't think that Feline is using me.
Don't throw up quote-unquote normal weight, okay? You're not a normal weight, okay? People nowadays are like, oh, I don't want to be normal. So normal isn't like an insult, is it? It's like a measurement. It's an average. You know, normal is like average. Like, you're not. You know, there are people who are not normal weights because they're below weight. There are people who are not normal weight because they're above weight. You know, like I think it's silly to be like, I'm not a normal weight. It's like yeah, because you're 300 pounds above what anyone might even consider a normal weight. Like, it's I just think you look silly trying to act like other people are dumb for not thinking your weight is normal. You know, I you know, okay, I'm not being mean. Like, her weight doesn't make a difference in my life. I don't care about her weight. You know, she can get fatter if she wants. She can lose all the weight if she wants. I really genuinely do not care. It doesn't bother me that she's fat. I just think it's silly when she tries to act like everyone else is the dumb one for thinking there's a normal weight, when normal generally just means the average. You know, that's kind of more or less what it means.
People wouldn't think that she's a feeder, and it just sucks because it's like, it's pretty much proving that based on the number on the scale, you guys are making me feel like I'm not valued as a human, like I don't have worth as a human, like I don't deserve love, or that someone can't find me attractive, or...
But that's okay. Look, one, I think the questions are stupid about why do you think like Feline's with her? It's like, I don't care, it's not any of my business. I really don't actually care. Like, but when people saying, oh, she's using you, that doesn't necessarily mean your weight. Like, that could just mean your money, your, like, financial status. That doesn't necessarily mean she's using you due to your weight or she couldn't be with you. Like, it doesn't even have to do with your weight. That's like, oh, she might not find you attractive. She's just with you because of your money. It might not even do with your weight. It could be to do with your personality, which what seems to be the majority of the reason why you push away all your other girlfriends. So I don't assume immediately that's fat phobic. But at the same time, being like, oh, well, she thinks she might be a feeder. It's like, well, that makes me feel like I can't be loved and people can't find me attractive. It's like, well, feeders find fat people attractive. And, it doesn't actually mean anything like she can't find you attractive by being a feeder, like that's kind of what feeders do. It's their whole bit. It's like, a very niche market, but like, they do find you attractive, it's just their thing. It's their individual niche. That's why, I don't know, some 4'9" guys like 6'3" girls because they want to get stepped on by big dommy mommy,
Or even just think that I have a good heart because of the number on the scale.
Well,
and that
no, people don't think you have a good heart because you're a genuinely bad person. That's why people think you have a bad heart. Like, don't try and conflate that with like, oh, well, people just think I'm a bad person because I'm fat. It's like, well, no, just because you've been on YouTube for years demonstrating all of your awful tendencies. That's why people think you're a bad person. I'm sure there are some people out there who just look at you and go, you're a bad person because you're fat, and by that it means you must have like no self-control and all, which, yeah, you obviously do lack some form of self-control, like, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. It just means you lack self-control.
Is very, very fat phobic, and it also goes along the lines of like shallow. It's just like very shallow, it's disrespectful, and it just doesn't make sense because there are people out there who do not care about the number on the scale, and they find beauty in other things about me.
Yeah,
like I'm just gonna use me for an example. Like, sure, being 500 pounds isn't beautiful. It's not a beautiful thing, but you can still be beautiful at.
Well, some people, but you just defeated your own point because some people may think you are beautiful because you're 500 pounds. So your own point is silly and doesn't actually make any sense. Yeah, am I crazy here? Well, even when she mentions feeders, she doesn't seem to relate that actually the feeders do exist. I'm not saying Feline's a feeder because I have no idea. I don't know nearly enough about her apart from she says baby occasionally, and that's about the long and short of it. It's just calling people shallow and saying, oh, but you're shallow because you don't realize that people might see the beauty from within me. But people are saying that there really isn't any beauty within you. That's also the thing. When people really go at you because you're weight, it's like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to immediately go off the top of my head, think of like a really fat, like Jack Black wasn't really fat, but I guarantee he had girls all over him, money, charisma, charm, comedy. It's why there's the stereotype of like the fat guys is that they're funny and that's how they get the girl because they make the girls laugh. That's looking past the outer layer and they're attracted to the person. People are just saying that you are a bad person inside and out. That's the long and short of it. Like I feel bad even just really hammering that point in, but here we are.
500 pounds. I will always forever think that. I don't think I'm beautiful. I don't think I'm pretty at all. That is what it is. But there are people out there that I have seen at my size who are beautiful, who have great hearts and great personality, and they deserve love. We deserve love just as much as someone who's 150 pounds. And I just think it's so crazy that just because someone is with me, that makes them a feeder, or they're...
Are people saying, well, okay, well, the using thing I already covered and the feeder thing I already covered, like, but are people saying that you just do not deserve love because you're fat? I don't think I don't scroll the comments, I'm a busy boy, but like, I don't really know how many people, if you polled, like Zachary Michael polled his audience, I don't know what percentage would vote. It's like, yes, I think she is a bad person and does not deserve love simply because she is fat. I don't think that's going to be in any way a majority market, but it suits you to paint everyone who's critical of you as that, because then you can be like, look, everyone who dislikes me is, some type of phobe, But
someone did send me candy bars, and I don't want to blame this person because it's not It's not the person's fault. Because I could have easily gotten rid of the candy bars, but they massively triggered me. And it was like, I had a couple candy bar binges, I'm not gonna lie.
I've never heard someone say the candy bars triggered me. It's not like a Yorkie where it's like, not for girls. It's like, oh, I'm triggered by that. It's like you are kind of blaming the person, because, to put it very bluntly, the second I think anyone with, any form of intelligence saw that someone sent you a box full of candy, they were just like, okay, well, someone's trolling her. That person clearly is messing with her. No one thought that was a nice, genuine, lovely, oh, it's so sweet, it's such, oh, that person's really thinking of her and is really such a good fan. No one thought that. Everyone immediately saw that and was like, okay, there you go, that person heard she was on a diet and immediately sent her a big box of chocolate. Obviously, I wonder where this is going to go. Oh, 2 days later, okay, guys, I ate all the chocolate. We know, we saw it coming.
And that led into a spiral of binging on other things, ordering takeout, and it was like every other day. It was like one.
So I'm right. So I was right that this whole malarkey is because she messed up her weight loss. That's this whole malarkey about getting angry and not doing it anymore because of judgment. It's because she messed up again and overate and everything like that. And there has to be 17 different reasons. And before she comes to this information, she has to do a 5-minute talking segment about how everyone is evil and fatphobic and mean to her, because she just wants to kind of get around that. She's going to then say, oh yeah, so guys, I destroyed my diet entirely. But by the way, it's all your fault. Sorry, teehee.
So as for my weigh-in, last week I was 514.6. This week I was 515.8. I was only up 1.2, and I think it's because I was going back and forth.
Okay, so like, long story short, like I don't think I'm going to show a majority of her kind of rambling there. The long story short of it is that ever since she's had Ozempic, now her gallstones are super active, and anytime she binges, she gets gallstone attacks, more or less, and she feels really bad, she feels really sick, which I do believe she mentioned in one of her Vlogmas ones, where she said she had binged, and she felt sick afterwards. She now acts like it is a constant thing. After every single binge, more or less, she feels bad. She also says that her weight loss surgery, she can't really do it right now because of her binge eating. She needs to see a new psychiatrist or therapist, I can't remember what she said, because she isn't seeing her current one anymore, and it's really sad, but she'll talk about it at some point, so there's no point really going over that yet. We'll see what she says eventually, but yeah, so long story short, she's been binging a lot, she's put on a little bit of weight, and now she says her gallstones after Ozempic, because it's always something else's fault, is now every time she binges, she feels sick and is in pain.
One day I was doing great, next day I wasn't. One day I was doing great, next day I wasn't. If I would have had a...
Oh yeah, and also the most important part is it is 100% the candy bar person's fault.
Like the whole week at a horrendous rate of just binging or like overeating or whatever, I would have been up so much more weight. So it's like, as much as the yo-yo of it all made me feel like crap, I'm almost grateful it was a yo-yo and not just like a full-fledged binge week, because that would have been very bad. So
small victories.
1.2. I should be down about 5 pounds right now if we're doing based on my goal here, or like a little over 4 pounds. I'm only down about 5 pounds, so I am still like
what? I have no idea what her math is meant to be, because like, despite her showing that bullet journal thing that had 72,000 pages of nonsense, it was so much information that I don't remember like any of it. I'm sorry, but so I guess take it as like a small victory. Then I don't know why you preambled with all this nonsense, because you went up a little bit, but you're still overall down and apparently better than your target was. So I don't get where all of this excuses is making came from. You know, it's like you're apparently ahead of your target by a pound right now. So why are you complaining? That's good. You know, that's all it needed to be. It's a win. It is actually a win. Okay, so I don't know if I find that weird.
Like there where my goal needs to be, so I'm happy about that. But still, like I could have done so much better. But those candy bars, they really
damn you, candy bar man. God, I there's nothing like, I'm not blaming you, however, and then she just has talked about candy bars for like 5 minutes straight at this point.
He did something. Biggest trigger food, I feel like, is just like straight up candy bars. Like, oh my god. They were delicious though. So thank you to the person who sent them to me, but I'm just gonna let
Why would you think
right
that?
Now. Just don't send me food in my P.O. box.
Yeah.
Because it is triggering. And I think...
Didn't you whatever, Unicorn Sparkles or whatever that girl was called, Pink Sparkle Unicorn, whatever she was called, didn't she send you food as well? I don't think it was like super unhealthy food from my memory. I don't know, it's been a wee while, and I don't know, I was cross-eyed listening to that episode because I just so don't care about the gift exchange bit. But that was never from a fan. It was obviously from a troll. I don't get why this is like such a major thing.
If someone does end up sending me food, I'm just gonna have to like automatically just get rid of it.
Yep.
So that's not me being like harsh or mean, but I'm just like doing that for my health and for my well-being because, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that
you didn't do anything
on here
That's
with
it?
Sad news, but
why is it sad news? This is such an unhealthy way to view weight loss. It's like, I'm coming on with sad news, guys, that I am ahead of my target in weight loss. How is this? This is such an unhealthy way to view weight loss. You had a tiny road bump, but you're still ahead of your target. Double thumbs up. That's what you should be focusing on. And also, I don't know, you should be harsh and just say, yeah, don't send me food anymore. Like, if someone's going to be like, oh, you're such a bad person for telling your fans to not send you food, that person's a troll. That's a hint. The person's a troll, because no one who sees a woman addicted to food is going to be like, I'm going to send you 50 candy bars just cause it's obviously a troll. Like, come on. Like, there's sometimes where you have to be like, yeah, that person's a troll. They're a dick for doing that. I'm a dick for eating the candy bars, but they're a dick for doing that. No more. Feline's going to open my packages in the future, and if it's food, she's going to instantly throw it out. Boom. There you go. That's something sorted for you. Have Feline open all your packages, and then chuck it if it's food. Before it even gets to you. Make her your bouncer, your mouth bouncer, so no food gets in.
It's just what I'm experiencing. And I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys, even though I really actually truly didn't want to, but I knew it was the right thing to do. But I will see you guys in my next video.
Open and honest is like a real stretch about that, especially with the whole roleplay storyline of I don't want to take Ozempic because I want the poor disenfranchised people who need it more to get it more because there's a shortage, so I should lose out so they can gain. That's silly. Just don't be silly, okay? That is silly. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I don't know. It's like generally inoffensive, but like she's trying to paint everyone with a very broad brush. She's very clearly doing a lot of deflection, like I guess right at the start, because the way she went in hard on it, that she was put on some weight. Like, but she should be celebrating that she's ahead of her goal. Like, that's the thing. You should really be like, you know what? I messed up, but I'm still doing good. You know, it's like 5 steps forward, only 1 step back. You know, you're doing fine. Okay, just focus on that. You know, next week's a new week. That's the kind of thing you should be focusing on. But now I'm also unsure, because she started off by saying she's not gonna do weight loss things anymore, like updates anymore, even though she says that like every other week. But like, then she went on to do an entire weight loss update. The entire video was a weight loss update. So yeah, I don't know. It's a wee bit silly. But I want to quickly thank my Patreons. I want to thank Frank, Haley, Samuel P. I'm just saying, an absolutely massive thank you so much for donating to my Patreon, helping me out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's I think the new channel's doing pretty well. I think I'm over 100 subscribers now, which is pretty nice, especially because this is going to be the 3rd video on it. But yes, I hope you guys liked. If you did, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all that malarkey. You know, work away. Do all the YouTube stuff. It's a new channel, so I'm going to ask for that. Eventually I'll stop asking that. I'll stop being such a dirty shill. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye-bye.